You are not your habits. You are not your patterns. You are not your coping mechanisms. Here's some examples to prove that point. Is your hairstylist her calendar? Is she her blow dryer? Is she her assistant? Of course not. These are all her tools, not her. Lust is the tool your husband is using, and unfortunately for the both of you, it's the wrong tool. It doesn't fix anything. In fact, it just breaks things even more. Having a husband who's addicted to lust is horrible and confusing. Most wives think their husband's lust problem is about desire, temptation, or even a lack of love for them. But the truth is deeper and far more hopeful. Your husband has been using lust to self-medicate pain for so long that he started to believe the lie that this is who he is. He's not addicted to lust because he's broken. He's addicted because he's hurting. And when a man hurts long enough, he starts confusing his coping mechanism with his identity. Let me explain. Despite what your husband thinks, being lustful is not his identity. He's just been doing it so long, he forgot who he was. Lust isn't his identity, it's his escape. We have two options. We can help him create a new identity, or we can help him uncover the one that he's covered up with lust. My ebook, How to Love Her Like Christ Loved the Church, helps husbands learn how to love their wives as God intended. It's the first link in the description when you're ready to bless him with that. My name's Jordan Joaquim, and I'm a licensed mental health therapist and marriage counselor who's been working in this field for over 10 years. In that time, I've come to learn a lot about addictions, lust, and relationships. I'll summarize those years of education and take you through a quick crash course. So get comfortable and let's have a little chat. Why men run to lust? Nobody wakes up one day and just decides, I'm gonna make lust my identity. But even so many men believe it is theirs. Despite what their history and your heartache may have you believe, I'll show you why that is nothing but a big lie. Most men were never taught how to handle fear, shame, loneliness, emotional pain. So when those feelings show up, they reach for something that gives a quick relief, an escape, or a moment of numbness. Lust becomes the emotional painkiller he can access instantly. And here's the trap. The more he uses it, the more it feels like him. Not a behavior, but a personality. Not a struggle, but a definition. He starts thinking, maybe I'm just wired this way. Maybe this is who I am. Maybe I'll never change. But that's not identity. That's his failed attempt at emotional survival. How lust hijacks identity. When a man uses lust to avoid pain, his brain learns, when I feel something scary, I run here. Over time, that pattern becomes automatic, and automatic starts to feel like identity. But identity isn't what you repeat. Identity is who you are beneath the repetition. Lust didn't shape him, it covered him. It covered his sensitivity, his fear, his longing for connection, his desire to be enough, his need to feel safe. Lust didn't define him, it blocked him from discovering who he really is. What wives need to understand. Okay, wife, listen closely. Your husband is not choosing lust over you. He's choosing relief over pain. That doesn't excuse his behavior, but it explains the wound. He's not running from you. He's running from the feelings he never learned to face. But here's the hope. If he learned to run, he can learn to stop running. If he learned to numb, he can learn to feel. If he learned to hide, he can learn to show up. How you can help him rediscover himself. You can't fix him, you can't heal him, you can't be his accountability system. But you can help create the environment where he feels safe enough to grow. We can do this in 4 steps. The first one, separate his identity from his behavior. Say things like, I know this isn't who you are. I see the man underneath the struggle. You're more than this pattern. Identity statements break shame's grip. Identity statements help us remember who we are. Second, invite him to talk about the pain. not the porn. Lust is the smoke. Pain is the fire. We're asking him, what were you feeling before that urge hit? What emotion feels hardest for you to sit with? What do you fear most in those moments? When you do this, you're helping him name the real enemy. Third, celebrate vulnerability, not perfection. When he opens up, even a little, affirm it. Men grow through being seen without being shamed. Fourth, encourage him to build a new identity. Not just a man who doesn't lust, but a man who feels, a man who connects, a man who tells the truth, right? A man who faces fear instead of running. Identity isn't built by avoiding something. It's built by becoming someone. The hope. Your husband is not lust. He is not his pain. He is not his coping mechanism. He is a man who learned to run from pain. And now, with our help, he's learning to run toward healing. With the right support, the right honesty, and the right identity, he can become the man he was always meant to be. Not because we fixed him, but because he can finally start to see himself clearly. Our job is just to hold his mirror and help him see. If you appreciate this message or my way of delivering it, do me a favor and give this video a like. Subscribe to get everything out of this and future series. If you want to help your husband in more ways than one, make sure to check out my ebook, How to Love Her Like Christ Loved the Church. That marriage-saving resource is the first link in the description. If you feel like this video could help someone else, don't be greedy. Sharing is caring. Share this video with them and let them learn something new too. I look forward to catching up with you in the next video, which is coming up now. But until then, God bless you and your family.